I heard you do a TED Talk, TED Talk style speech around customer service, and you had a really interesting perspective because you tied it into being a barber and how taking care of your patients and how to get patients in and treating them a certain kind of way. Share with us your take on customer service when it comes to your patients.
Yeah, man. Well, first, that presentation I did was literally knowing that I had 1,700 dentists listening to me. I needed to create. I needed to create not just content, but motivate or inspire them because that was what I was asked to do. And they knew that it was organic. Like he does have good customer service. Why don't we have him speak about his customer service? And so when I was writing the content, I was writing it from a perspective of if I was in the audience, what would force me to get my pen out and write down what this speaker is saying. And that's why I came up with 4 A's. I still remember it was like 3 years ago or 4 years ago now. And I had them write them down because I knew that they could go to work on Monday or Tuesday and implement those right away. And I don't want to give it away. You know, if people are interested, they should go watch it. I'm sure you can find it. On
We'll
YouTube.
we'll include the link down below. So the link will be down below.
I'll let them dig through it. Maybe that'll get them more curious to go watch it. But what it did, man, is it allowed people to see my perspective of taking care of people in the building and realizing that if you ask questions to get to know your patients, if you apologize to them in the waiting room when they're running, you're running behind. If you give them the attention that they deserve by looking at them and giving them eye contact, even if we're wearing masks these days or we can't do the handshake, we're doing fist bumps and elbow bumps now. If you can do these 4 A's that I put together in there, I gave what I think to be something that was like palpable. Like I can do that. This is like a cake recipe. And I think my title of it was Fake It Till You Make It because there's so many dentists that I think forget those things. And they're so caught up in you do a buildup, then you do a crown, and I'm going to do zirconia. And then you're going to come back for the crown delivery. And then they walk out of the room. I was guilty of this in the beginning. I don't remember my patient's name. I don't know if they have kids. I don't know what brought them in that day because I didn't ask questions. I didn't give them attention. I didn't go above and beyond for them. So that's where the presentation came from, man. That was where like the energy of it came from, is like my perspective of this is how I did it in a barbershop, and it works in a stress-free environment, but it can also work in a stressful environment. And it was easy enough for a barber with no degree. I know it's going to be easy for you degree having dentists out there. So that's where it came from. And I hope people do check it out because I still hear people in 56-year-old dentists and 26-year-old dentists alike saying, dude, that gave me a whole new motivation to go be a better dentist tomorrow. And it's only 7 minutes long. I mean, you can't beat that. I sit there and listen to like hour-long podcasts, and this one's like 650.